Okay, traders, show you something. Forex signals. Look at this. Bullish signals. Could you do with Forex signals like this? Would that make a difference? Let's just have a look through a couple of these. CAD Swiss. Bullish signals. Nice. Look at that. Really nice. So with this one, where you entered here, your exit, well, could be there or up here. Here's an idea for you. Test it out on this TradingView paper trading account for a week and see how it works for you. If it makes a ton of money, go live or trade a prop firm account. Right? That's my proposal. Have a look at the Swiss yen. Look at these. Which one of these signals would you not want? So here's the thing. I want to show you this setup that I've got here. There's a 1 hour chart, right? See this orange line? That is a week. The weekly high, that's the weekly low. You come in on Monday, you jump in on this opportunity here, beginning of the week, okay, intraday. You can take 50% off at that signal there and hang on to it while these bars are green and we're trading above the cloud. Close it at the end of the week. That's what I'm proposing. And you'll take both of these. This is just one. This is just the Swiss yen. How many of these opportunities? Guys, this is going to be a very, very interesting video. If you could do with signals like this, okay, stick around and watch the video. This is going to be a full tutorial on the strategy that I'm proposing right here. Okay, 5R, another entry here. This will be, as I said, a full tutorial. 5 and 4 is 9R. Now, I'm going to propose your stop loss level. You follow these green dots. Wherever you enter, if you see green dots, that's where you place your stop loss by default. Right now, this thing's going to spit out a stop loss and a target. Okay, we're going to ignore them. We're just going to run with the entry. In fact, what you can possibly do, yeah, you could do that. You could take these out and you're going to be just running off that. Okay, we're going to disregard their stop loss level and we're going to use our own stop loss and target. Okay, full tutorial coming up. This is a video that you definitely want to come back to. Okay, so we're looking at getting involved early in the week. Right here, well, we can just mark up this weekly range. That was the weekly range. This is this current week. We're going to have a look at both bearish and bullish signals. So what I've done, I'll just show you what I've done. See here, I've got two instances of this. One is, let's get rid of that. It's just giving me bearish signals. All right, there's one there. And the other one is giving me bullish signals. There's one there. A bullish signal here, a bearish signal here. You don't want to be entering a trade right at the end of the week, right? You're getting in at the beginning of the week. So that you don't touch. So I'll just bring these back for visual, just so you know that there's an entire signal going on here. All right. I don't know, let's just flip through. Euro dollar seems popular. Okay, we're tracking the week. Look at that. Okay, let's just see what we got out of this one. The high of this week ran through there. End of the week, the low, bullish. That was tricky. But here's the thing. You're going to be taking 50% off. Okay, now you're using the target. This yellow line is your target, and that's telling you to close this trade. Right? You're going to set an alert for that, or at least take 50%. If you take 50% off, you'll do okay with that trade if it gets taken out. Now here's the thing, like this is early in the week here. That was just the bullish opportunity. Let's just see what bearish opportunity. Look at this, guys. All right. You can take both bullish and bearish trades. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But this one here, you had two opportunities. That one to go short, and right here to go short, right there. And another one to go short here, right? trades and another opportunity to go short here. Okay, these are your sell opportunities. Let's just take all that out. Well, actually, let's get rid of that. So we've got our signal. These are your bearish signals here. And you'll enter every one of these trades. And we use our above these red dots. Go for broke with your stop loss, with your target, because, you know, that's, I don't know, take it out to 8R if you like, you know what I mean? But look at this opportunity. Okay, you enter short again here. Stop loss goes above that. These red dots up in there. All right, there's another short here. So see how many instruments there are? I mean, seriously? There's your stop loss. Stop loss is on that the red dots. Okay, we're just running with our indicators. What have we got here? Look, that's nearly 8R, 7.9R, okay? Could call it 16R. In fact, your exit was a bit further down, you know, like, so you're looking at, this is an 8R outcome, right? If you're precise with that exit down there at the end of the week, right? Which one of these would you not want? Short position here as well, okay? You got your dots there running off this indicator. You just use the dots, the little red dots. So we got, you know, 1.6, 4, 5, 16, 21R, just with this one euro dollar during that week. All right, back here, I'm looking for, there it is there, look, there's your signal right there. That's your signal there. Beginning of the week, see the week? Okay, this is the weekly, it's tracking the weekly there. Stop loss just goes on the red dots. Well, this is interesting. So you've got an opportunity to exit. See when it trades back through into the cloud, I would say use that as an exit there. As soon as it trades into the cloud, that's when you bail. You could do that. Let's just bump up the cloud. Cloud 70, let's just brighten it up a little bit. All right, when does it trade into the cloud? It doesn't. So we just stay in that. That one, I mean, it headed into the cloud immediately, so you're not going to, don't touch that. I don't know, where else do you want to go? Have a look at gold. All right, there's your weekly range back here. So let's just have a look at this opportunity, see what that looks like. Second week there, through to here. All right, that's your second week, righto. All right, it gave us a buy opportunity early in the week. Right there, so you take that. Did it give us a sell opportunity? Interestingly, it gave us a sell opportunity at the same time. But no, we didn't get anything. We got it here. Okay. Gold, guys, gold is up and down. Gold's. Let's just try something stable like euro dollar. Euro dollar was good. Maybe the pound dollar. Yeah, look at that. See that? Okay, let's have a look. Beginning and end of week. Okay, there's your week. And there's another week here. Righto, look at that. There's your short. There's a short. Nothing at the beginning of the week. Thursday. Yeah, we didn't get the signal, but it started trending. Anyway, guys, look, this is the opportunity. I mean, you could throw them on if they excite you, but I'm going to be ignoring them. I'm really interested in that because my stop loss is going to go. See the red? There's the red dots just here, right? There's red dots in there. Take those. All right. Spend a week on a demo account in TradingView, and then here's the thing. This is what you can do with this. Short position. Look at this one here. Look at that. End of the week. Look, 10R. Seriously. And that's just the pound dollar. You've got trades on everything here through the week. Okay. You've got two things going with these signals. One, you can take these yourself. So this will be a full tutorial now. We're going to go through. I'm going to show you the settings and how to set the alerts, how to set your exit alerts, all this kind of thing. We'll do that. Before I get into that, consider this. You've got these signals here. The alerts go off on your phone. You can trade on your phone. You can set up a C Trader Pepperstone account in TradingView, or you can trade any account you want. So, you know, whatever your broker is, right? So you can trade your own live account in here if you like. Start off on the demo. Try it for 7 days. When you see that you're making money, go live. And you've got a 14-day trial, like this huge window to really explore this. I'm going to be doing daily mentorship videos, right? And the other thing you can do with this is trade a prop firm account. So I use C Trader as it's a demo account, Pepperstone C Trader as my master account, and I've got other accounts connected copying from my master account in Duplicium. The links are in the description below, Duplicium. Now, Duplicium will allow you to set up the master account for free, and then there's just a small fee every month for the slave accounts. Stick a $50,000 prop firm account in there, $100,000 prop firm account, and these trades will automatically copy over to your prop firm account. So here's an opportunity, guys. Look, today's November the 1st. There's a 50% discount on this, so you can control a $50,000 account for $150. But before we go there, you've got these signals here that you can run yourself, and then I'm setting up these trade ideas in here that are highly successful with very clear instructions on how to take these trades. We haven't had a loss with these. We've had a couple of break even, and the rest of them have been profitable. So these go in here. You can copy these manually. That's the result when it's trending. Sometimes it'll just trend sideways and we don't get anything out of it, right? But when it trends, it trends. And we've nailed every one of these when it's trended. So you've got these trade ideas that you manually trade, and then you've got this going on here. You've got my daily mentorship videos on this. I'll quickly show you why a $50,000 prop firm account is the way to go. And then we're going to come back in. I'm going to get stuck into the alerts and the settings on the indicators. All right. At the moment, Prop XP have a 50% discount. November the 1st. Okay, today's November the 1st. It finishes tomorrow. So I would snap that up. For $150, you get to control a $50,000 prop firm account. You reach 10% target, and you're going to earn $4,500. This, in my opinion, is very easily achieved. Now, we only launched this on Friday. It's early days. Take up the trial. Anyway, what we're going to be doing with this is early in the week, we're looking for the opportunities. The Imbalance Tracker, you set that to 0 down here. And look, if you want these things flashing on the chart, you can throw both bullish and bearish on there. But nailing the trend in the beginning is going to be important. If you throw both bullish and bearish, you're going to get trend continuation and counter trend opportunities. So you don't want to confuse yourself too much. I've got both bullish and bearish going on here. Beginning of the week, they were pretty nice. No problem. That was nice. See here where you get this counter trend, it's just tracking an imbalance. So you don't want to get caught. See how this is trending down? Look. It's trending under this white line here. I'd probably only be looking for a bearish opportunity if that's the case. So see how it's trending under the cloud? Just run with the trend, guys. See how it's trending under the cloud here? Take it. Take that trade. Anyway, I'm going to be taking these trades, and I'll be sending these ideas into here as well. So you could just follow that. Set this up. This is your weekly, daily, weekly, and monthly highs and lows. Plus 8 and 4, probably take those out. They're not bad, actually. They're not bad TP levels, but just run with that. But you're going to do one more thing. You're going to extend these to the right. So in the current week, that's going to extend right. It's going to take a previous monthly and pull it across to the right. You could use these for target levels if you like. What I'm really interested in is marking up the week. So on everything you trade, go here, mark up this last week. Yeah, Sunday 1700. All right, that's when this marks the beginning of the week. Sunday 1700 by the looks of it. Okay. Yeah, that's precisely 1700. Okay. That's just using this. So, what you want to do is look at the previous week, and then when your week kicks in, watch how it trades. Because what's generally going to happen is this: the open, the close, the high, and the low. See? Watch that, guys. This is your beginning and your weekly candle. The open, run on stops, trend for the week, the low, and then the close. So keep an eye out for, if you get a signal down in here, right at the beginning, this is from 1700 Sunday on New York time, running back to Monday let's just have a look at the Asian session open. See this? That's the Asia open, 1900 New York time. So you've got, there's a signal there, right? But you've got that going on. And I'm inclined to look for the opportunity after the Asia open. There's a signal there. Now, if the signal fired earlier on, and this trades from 17 to 19 in that direction, there's a reasonably good chance you're going to get that. Anyway, we'll be covering this in the mentorship videos. Have a look at the previous week high and low, and look at this. Look, see how the fib retrace the week high to the week low. See the pullback? All right, you've got the Fibonacci high low, pull back into equilibrium. Okay, that's the previous weekly high and low. So we're going to be watching this very closely. What I might do on Sunday is just come through and just mark up a few of these, and we'll do a prep, and I'll put it into a video because we want these opportunities. All right, guys, this is a bit of a start. Now, Imbalance Tracker, yeah, just be careful because it's going to give you both bullish and bearish. I'm taking that out because I only want the actual imbalance. So we've got the Imbalance Tracker. All right, set this to 0. Leave it on chart. That's it. And probably take those out. And this one here will give you previous levels. And I would say you're going to be looking to take partial profit at key levels. So what you can do now is extend the last daily across to the right, extend the last weekly high and low to the right, extend the last monthly high and low to the right. I've got to talk to my developer because I want him to set up some alerts when these levels are touched, and that's when you can take partial profits. Short position, yeah, that's a little bit early, but when it touches a level, you could take 50% off the table and just leave the rest. So I would say even at just 1R if you like just by default. I mean, you're better off waiting for a signal to hit a level, or you could just at 1R set up an automatic 50% off on all of them, and then just leave the rest of them for the week if you like, until it breaks this trend here and trades into the cloud. Anyway, we'll cover that during the week. Extreme confluence, it's going to be your exit signal. All right, so you enter the trade. First thing you do is you could come in here and set 3 dots for an exit. I use this horse for an exit, that's sound. Notify in an app, create. That's exit number 1, and that'll be this dot that you see right there. The other exit is this. Okay, so you really need this TP, take partial profit exit. Okay, that's trending. So what you're looking for is a bullish pullback. See that? All right, that actually gave you that there with the dot. So that's another exit signal you can set. Actually, I don't mind this one. It's pretty good. So you could either just go the dot and or that, and that'll probably give you more than 1R. So this one down here, you're looking for a bullish alert, 3 dots, add alert, go to the alerts, and you're looking for entering buy zone to get out of the entering buy zone. Notifications, I go horse, right? Entering buy zone, once per bar, right? That's the alert. So entering buy zone this is the buy zone. As soon as it touches the buy zone, as soon as it enters, that's it there. Not when it's exiting. That's too late. That's the exit. You get 2 signals. One's a dark signal, one's a lighter colour. You can brighten up the colour if you like. Trend bars, I really like the coloured bars. All right, remove that trend channel because we've already got it with our other indicator. We've got that white line with the trend channel. So remove that. Take these out. Remove these here, these 4. Okay, that's that. Trend channel, make sure the middle line is selected. Remove these. We don't want these signals because we're just going to run with the Imbalance Tracker signal. I think we've covered a lot of ground. It's going to be an interesting week ahead. I will wrap it up with that. Have a great day. Safe trading and see you in the next one.